Welcome back to Civil Engineering Skills Python World. Today, I will be covering the topics of string and character data in Pythons. So I'm hoping that after this lecture, you probably understand how to use operators with strings and how to manipulate the strings in terms of the extract certain portions and slicing and the representation of your string. So let's get started. So last week we discussed what is exactly the string. Yes, it is kind of object that contains some sequence of character data. I am Yongmin, enclosed by the double quotation or single quotations, that will be a string. So I will express the string just define first strings. Just follow me. You probably have the Victory Student 2016, 2026 Python Pi, and then you need to follow me and then type in your code. So which is the practice for your Python code. So sentence one is I am Kim Yongmin. This is the one of the string, the object. And then sentence two. I normally teach Python. So you can check your string here, send one, print, send two. And then you can conduct, yeah, this is the string. And then we also have another way to represent, to define sentence. 3 equals to something like that. 1, 2, 3. Then I am Yongmin and teach Python and surveying. Then enclose 1, 2, 3. And then print send 3. Also, you can define sentence and string enclosed by the quotation number 1, 2, 3, triple quotation. In this string, we can use operators. You have seen the operator plus and multiplication applied to numeric operands in the previous lecture last week. These operators can also be used with string. Very interesting, right? So I will define SIT. This is a variable, and I put the string into the S variables. Push up 4. Hanging out. With me today. So in this case, I will print S plus I. Sorry, this is I. And I'm expecting who's of 4 hanging out, right? And then I print again S plus I plus T. So let me check. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is the. Oops. Oh my God. Yes, this one. In this case, I use the double quotation here. Yeah. Who's of hanging out? Who's of for hanging out with me today? Something like that. And then directly we can say that let's go home plus some these marks. But this one should be string and can be enclosed by quotations. Why? Oh yeah, I didn't close here, right? Something like that. Then now I can make string by using operators. And then we also use multiplication operators, asterisk. Very interesting, right? So I create another string here. Please watch out your step, but I want to print out these several times for emphasizing 2 times, and then also use 2 times for your string, something like that. Python is quite similar to our natural language, so intuitively it makes sense. The mostly Python represents and your expression can be presentable. But how about this? Print as times -2. It will be work, it doesn't work. Yeah, we always have a positive number to deal with the double times of our predefined string. It doesn't work. Yeah. So empty string. Hi, prof. Why do you put -2? Because it doesn't work. Python didn't accept -2 when dealing with the string. So it returns empty string. Empty string means you have certain room, but nothing inside. It means that you can create certain variables with empty space. This is one of the coding techniques. Now you are studying the linear algebra, some kind of numbers and matrix. In order to create 3 by 3 matrix, first we create certain matrix with empty space. Then you can allocate certain number into that 3 by 3 matrix. That's why this kind of technique sometimes needed in your Python code. And then we have a pretty big advantage of us using Python is its extensive library already built in our Python program. So we have a certain number of Python program character converting an integer to characters, and odd certain character has the certain numbers, integer numbers. Then we can see the specific numbers behind the characters. And then we also check out the string's length, and then str string. So okay, we can try the one of them. Print odd a strings numbers 97. Did you know? Yes. And then let's check out the length of the string. S is I am happy. And then length, print length S. Then 10. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 2 empty space. Total 10. So this is the string. Then this string can be treated with a certain operators. Today, this is the important concept for strings. Often, very often in many program languages, the items can be accessed using a numerical index. The item should be in an ordered set. Probably string is kind of ordered set objects, right? Yeah. Why the odd number A is 97? This is the mechanical machine and then language. So I didn't define. This is the computer language definitions. So worldwide, A odd number is 97. This is the rule. I didn't define. So we have to visit each element, and then we can pop out, we can add something. This process is called indexing. In Python, strings are ordered sequence of character data, and then it can be indexed in this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Start with 0, 0 base, and then next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the last character index. Currently the foo bar R is the index number 5. That index will be the length of the string minus 1. Total length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus 1 is the last character. The individual character in this string foo bar can be represented by specifying some string name, full name, followed by a number in square brackets. Okay, I understand now you're confusing. Let's try out. Okay, let's create the characters, the string first. Same one, foo bar. right? And then Puba is S right now. And then I will print S first. Puba, yes. I want to, oh, this is Puba. Yes, sorry. And I want to, oh, I deleted this. First letter, print S. In S, I want to print our first one. Square brackets and put your index number. Then this can create the first letters. Okay. Please tell me, let's say 3. Which one? What is this? This is the quote. It will be B, right? Let's check. Yes. And then let's also check out print total length of S. Probably 6. Yes. And then last character print as string, but length as -1, which is the last character. Close, right? Yeah. And then mistakenly, probably you see you typed S and numbers 6 strings. Error came up. According to these index numbers, we can pop out the specific numbers. And our string also has negative index. Start with the last characters. Negative number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Hi pro, why not starting 0? Yes, this is the rule. For the counting for index number with negative numbers, we always start with negative number 1. And I also want to, okay, we define again, is the over. Slicing. This is the negative one. We can skip here. In Python, you can use the indexing syntax to pop out some form of a string according to string index numbers. This make it easier to work with the specific part of your string. And then the syntax for string slicing is quite similar to indexing. So we have same string, and then the expression of the slicing form is this. use the square brackets and then put your starting positions M and up to, but not including position N. This is still foobar here, and I will slicing S string 2 to 5, but not include 5. It means that 2 is here, 5 is here. I didn't include 5, so it means that opa, right? My expectation is opa. Yes, correct. Why we need this kind of work? For examples, every single lectures, you submit your student ID for your attendance, right? And then your student ID have some hidden physical meaning. First two is your entrance year, right? And then the third letter and fourth letter, fourth digit number and third digit number have another physical meaning. So we have 10-year history for civil engineering. Every year, 100 students. Now we have 1,000 students. So you have to deal with the 1,000 student ID numbers. Then you can pop out different year of the students. In that case, you only take first, second digit numbers from your string. In this case, you can use slicing. Continue, print S. Starting point 2 and 4. 0 to 4. It means 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. 4 will be pop out. Yes. This one probably same meaning of I put 0 here. And we also use simple operators. Let's say print S 0 to 4. S 4 to all the way. And I want to combine these two. The first, this one is 0 to 4. 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But do not include, it doesn't include the 4. This means 4 to at the end of your string. So this one probably full name of the S. Try. Yes, foobar. This one equals to S. True. Can you remember when you submit your student ID, I said to you, please correctly write your student ID. Otherwise, I can't recognize your ID number, right? I have your own student ID and I receive your own ID. You submit it and then compare one to one. In case I can use this. James ID here. You submit your ID. If these two ID exactly match, then finally you are considered as you present here. This kind of techniques and then us using simple operators is always useful. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the some examples. Because the my ID Kim Korean ID is around something like that. 840519 1 blah 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 blah. This is a digit number, but I convert it to string because I enclose by the quotation. Can you guess what it means? Because print your sex plus him ID. Male represent 1, female represent by 2. So 1, 2, 3, no. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 index number should represent my sex. Print your birthday, year of your birthday. So here, put your string year plus Kim ID, probably first 2 is your year of your birth. So, comma to 0, comma to 2, because it means that second index, number 2 index couldn't be included. So 0, 1. Only these two numbers should be here. And then months and days. Print your birthday month, first month, plus him ID only 2 to 4, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, and this one is 4. Doesn't include. Probably may. Print day plus him ID and then 4 to 6. 84 May 19. What about your Singapore ID? S means Singapore. First two digit number, your year of your born, right? Something like that. And then third number, probably some district number, something like that. That's why we need these functions to import certain information from string. And we also have very interesting functions, case convergence. Make it capitalizations, and then make all string into lowercase, and then uppercase, looks like titles, and swap case. Capital to lower, lower to capital. So I have a simple case here. And then make it, okay, we try the simple things. Print S and dot capitalize. I'm right there. What happened? What? Capitalize. And also, let's use the title. Print S dot title C. Yes. Sometimes your name you submit for your attendance. Some students submit your name is all capital. The style is quite different. So in case I take your name as a string and then convert all names should be uppercase, lowercase, capitalized. Then I can easily treat your 107 students name. Understanding Pythons, having Python code program abilities improve your productivity. Hi Pro, only 107. You can manually change. Yes, I can. But what about the 10-year students? More than 1,000 students. It probably took at least 2 to 3 hours. And then you getting tired. But 1.9 Python will do it. That's why we learn Pythons. And I also have another interesting function, find and replace. You can imagine the Excel spreadsheets. You have a lot of numbers here and there, and then you can find a specific number, and then you want to replace this to certain different numbers, right? Same. First of all, print. Python is one of the famous codes on the horizon. This is already, I created my string, And then, okay, I want to count. Which one? On. How many on used? Let's count. Let's count. How many on? Python. Yeah, one here. One. Okay, second. On here. All right, John on here. Roughly 4 times. Oh, yes. We put certain specific ranges. 0 to 10. 0 is here. 10 is around here, right? See, how many ons we have? Only one. I didn't put the last number, the range as a ranges. Same. Just indicate the starting positions. And then let's find on. So this is the counts. I will change. Fine. What happened? Yes. Still it returns number of ons used in this string. Hi Python, can you find at -1? If they couldn't find, it returns -1. If you want arbitrary negative values, you can use this technique in your code. What about change here's on again? We also have an index. Wow, 4 times already. Same. But what about add? Wow, error. Index, fine. They have a similar function, but if they couldn't find the specific word in your string, find returns negative value. Index returns error. If you want to terminate your code, if you want, you can put such functions into your code. Then your Python code read off all the way what you created and then suddenly terminate it. I don't use these functions with certain intention. Oh, I really wanted to find out add. It really used in this string? No, this is not my intentions. My intention is terminate this code. Because you see error came out. And then let's try the another function, replace. Replace on. I expect on probably replaced to at. Oh, typo. Let's try. Yeah, at the horizon. Oh, Python is eight of the famous code at the horizon. Oh, quite interesting though, right? Let's move. String format. Last week, our tutorial sessions, you found dot format, right? This is the one of the method represent your string, not on operators. In order to use these methods, just call the method on your string. Sometimes these strings called templates. This string, your template, contains replacement fields, curly brackets, 1, 2, 3, even 4, 5, 6. And then you can put certain numbers. The value to be inserted into here specified using positional arguments and keyword arguments. In other words, this will be replaced with corresponding value specified in arguments. First positional argument goes to 0. Second goes to 1. Last third one goes to here. If you want to change the positions, put 1, 0, 2 means this one goes to 0 first. Okay, let's try out the, this code, banana. Print, quotation, bracket, costs, Singapore dollar costs. Sorry, curly bracket, enclosed by. And dot format. And put your $1.74. I didn't put any number here, right? And then natural orders. And then let's say I put here 1, 0, 2, banana 6 costs. Something like that. You know, previously we used this method, right? %D, %S, %C, %F. D is decimal, equivalent to integer, representing integer number. C is character, S is string, F is a floating numbers. Then simple example is that print I am years old, right? percent 41, something like that. This number goes to here. And then, for example, this one is should be put as. This one, consider this 41 is as a string. How about F? Consider this number as a floating number, 41.0000. This is floating number. You're familiar with this? You can use this for future your coding exercise. For me, I'm very convenient these format methods. Print. I am years old. Dot format. Uh-oh. Dot format and 41. But age. Please input your age. This one could be integer, right? 41. Instead of the direct number of here, you can put your variable names. That's why I prefer this. Age. This age goes to here. 42. Something like that. I prefer this. Sorry. Your age. This is the my age. I am year old and you are years old. Put M age U age 0 1. My age 42, 43. Your age 32. Oops. Oh my God. Yeah. From your perspective, I change this. Correct? Wow, prof, we have one more thing, F string. What is the F string? Such a good news. Save your day. It makes formatting very easier than dot format. Very simple. Your banana quantity 6. Your item banana price 2.5. Now I want to print out again, right? Print your quantity item costs Singapore dollar price. Close. And then that will be string, right? But now I'm dealing with F string. Put here F. Then you put your variable names, quantity, item, and price. Good. This syntax is similar to the one you use with the dot format, but less bubbles. Anything you can use, whatever easiest, whatever familiar. Suppressing special character meaning is that backslash, right? Can you remember print just beginning of today's lectures? Let's go out. But I put backslashes. This physical meaning is suppressed. Yes. Okay. This one is we've already discussed in the second lectures, so I don't talk too much on this. And then we have a lot of things. The backslash, the suppress, this one physical meaning. And then backslash R, backslash T, they also have T is the character T, I mean the letter T, but we're suppressing that physical meaning. It returns another meaning of the tab. We secure certain space. Let's continue this in-class work. Let's develop passcode generation program for every site of your website, something like that. I'll give you three websites: glasgow.ac.uk, amazon.com, and then singaporetech.edu.sg. But I have three requirements, excluding HTML. http://. This slash. So it means that only use this domain name only. And the second requirement is excluding string after this dot. It means that after dot, I omit ac.uk. It means that only I use Glasgow. Then your password should be the combination of first three character plus number of your total letter plus number of A in your string plus special character at. This is your program for passwords. Let's take a 10-minute break. In the meantime, you should try. Just give it a try. I'm here. Many of you are still struggling on this. But when you see my approaches, wow, too easy. Define the variable first. Pass, quote, URL. And then URL 1. Okay, put the 1 here. First of all, URL 1. Replace http:// with for what? Nothing. This is a requirement 1. Check first. Print this. Oh my God, still here. Oh, what happened? Oh, small letter. Yeah, keep it consistent. HTTPS. Now we take out. And then pass URL 1 equals to pass URL 1. From this, I only take from here to here, right? Zero to pass URL 1 index dot close. This is a requirement 2. Path URL1 is this. And then 0 is G. And then the first dot index, I don't know, it depends on the length of the string, but this means counts the index number for first dots. It means that the path underbar URL1 is this, and then I take out 0 to here. Because this index doesn't include this index number. Check first. Print pass URL1. Wow. That's all. Too simply, right? Surprise. Finally, my passcode equals to pass URL1. Take first three. How many letters? 3 letters, right? So this 0 to 2, because this index couldn't be included. Plus number of letters. It means that it should be string. Length pass URL1 plus number of letter A. It could be also string. Pass URL1. Please count A string, right? Plus add pass code, because the pass is the already reserved words. You see, when you pass highlighted by green color, right? It means that it has certain meaning. We are not supposed to use this. So pass code, something like that. Let's print out pass code. Yes. My Glasgow website's password is GLA71 and then I put for loop and something. Next week we're gonna learn. Then I can iterate URL1, URL2, URL3 rather than changing all numbers here. Here is a 2, here is a 2, where? Again, 2, again, 2. Wow, so tedious things, right? But if you want to use the for loop, very, very convenient. Here's the 2, here's 2, and then, yeah, Amazon.com's password is AMA628. Save. Later on, you can upload this Jupyter file to Excite for your attendance checking. Let's move week 4. We have different data sets, lists,
Sorry.
tuple, set, dictionary. We have 4 different types of data set as a string. Any question?
Yeah, can I see the what's that, the
Previous one.
previous question, the solution again?
This one? Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Yeah, thank you.
We finish the data type, variables, operators, the expression and string manipulation. Now we have come to here. Actually, it is lists, tuple, set, dictionary. This cell is the markdown. Markdown is just the notes. And then execute, same. Let's see, do like that. Lists, tuples, set, dictionaries are very most famous useful data sets. So after the second half of this today lessons, you will understand what it is, what differences they have. Okay. I can wait for you. I'm here support you guys for your Python coding skills upgrades. And then my utmost priority is your good understanding for today's lectures. So my pace a bit fast, you can tell me. Nobody blame you. Why else would I be here? Okay, I can wait for you for complete your victory. This in-class work. Now we have 103 students. Only 4 students are missing. Very high attendance rates. Yes, it is good. Do not set a time aside. These 2 hours just for you to do some practice. This will do it. I always saying that. And before our class tests, I will prepare mock exam. It means that you will know what's the exam style, right? No worry too much. This module always the relaxed module. What you can do, just follow me, just attend. You being here will do it. That's what I'm saying always to you. But do not miss math, physics, and statistics modules. If you have a lower level of understanding these three modules, wow, year 2, year 3, very headache. Just focus what you have to do. Now we are uni students. I respect, I respect your status. And then I'm here to support you. Okay, let's move on. 104 students, only 3 still missing. I'm happy. We have 4 different types of data type: lists, tuple, set, dictionary. They have different characteristics. First of all, let's take a look at lists in Python. A list is a collection of arbitrary objects, much like an array in many other programming languages, but more flexible. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different characteristics for lists. So I will walk you through this, but before we dive into each characteristics, let's create list first. A, which is the variable, right? I will create lists, square brackets, that's all. Our faculties, Yongmin, Glasgow faculties, and separate with comma. Yating, Hajin, Samiran. Hey guys, this is my list. Square bracket, comma. We also create a simple lists. 10, 20, 30, and 40, something like that. Try to print out A and B. Oops. Oh my God. Which is 10. Same, right? Exactly same what I have created just now. I use these lists for 5 different characteristics. Lists are ordered. It is an ordered collection. They have own order. The order you create, you use when defining a list is maintained for the lifetime. The order makes the lists unique. For examples, I'm gonna use the B lists. I create another one, but I change this one 50. Sorry, this is C. Let's ask Python. Hey, Python, B equals to C. I create another one, D, but same as the B. Hi Python, B is D. Hi Python, B equals to D. What is your answers? False, true, true for me. Oh, B and D is false. These lists independent lists. That's why this function is false. But D, B, these elements exactly identical to D, it is true. We have different order. For examples, I change the orders. Something like 40 and 30. All are false. The order of the list is very important. It makes these lists very unique. I will use these lists again. The second characteristics. Lists can contain any assortment of objects. For examples, A list only contains string. B list only contain integer. What about C? Sorry. UoG and 40. And it is true. And 50 as a string. And print C. The lists can contain any assortment of objects, different types of data sets. even float number as well. For examples, 4.14 and also pi, something like that. Let's move the next. These elements can be accessed and assessed by index. The index numbers is identical to what you're dealing with of string. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it here. And then print only my name here. This is G. Print A only me. Yes. And also we can use index, the find, replace, something like that. Print A index of Youngmin. Yes, index 0. Can be accessed and can be accessed by index. Now we are talking about lists. Lists can be nested. Lists can be nested. What do you mean? So you guys, the native speaker, what does that nested means?
Sorry, Prof, can scroll up a bit more. Not done yet.
Sorry?
Sorry, can scroll up a bit because I didn't get to finish.
Okay. Let's think of nested. Of lists. X
Okay, thank you, Prof.
includes another list, say sublists. These lists contain sublists. In turn, can contain sublists themselves. These sublists also contain sublists. In this case, we can call that X lists can be nested. For examples, BB equals to okay, AA equals to I copy and this our UoG faculties, Yongmin, Yating, Ajin, and Samira. And Yongmin, Yongmin has a family. son. What? Index 0 item has another sub list. Copy and paste. Print AA, index of, let's say, son. My son name actually Juan. My son's name is Juan. So I put here name. Not this in. Oh my God. Really? It's not in the list. It is true. How about yours? Yachting. Oh. I just realized that the nested the sub list doesn't have any index numbers. This one is index number 1, 0, index 1, index 2, index 3. This one has their own sublist index, their own sublist index. And then the lists are mutable. Okay, I'm going to show you how the lists are mutables. The many Python objects, most of the Python objects you are handling are immutables, opposite concepts. It means that, like, let's think about integer and float numbers, even a sequence objects like a string. They are all immutables. Immutable means this. Immutable. Meaning you cannot change the character with that string. But list is mutable. It means that we can change the lists. We can replace, we can pop out, we can delete. For examples, sorry, I copy certain lists, something like that. I use this C2, 0, 1, 2. And then also we can see -1. For example, number 20, and let's say him. And print C. Print C here again. This print C represent these lists. What about this print C? It should be same or different? Index number -1 is pi, right? This pi replaced with 20. Index second one, 0, 1, 2, true, should be replaced with Kim. We can adjust already defined lists by using such coding schemes. And also we can delete certain things. For example, 3.14, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't see this one because I delete. What it takes able to do these kind of things is the lists are mutable. MRT stations, I wanted to check the passengers, Kim and Park, or a Korean and Lee. They are now a passenger and Prince MRT passengers right now. Kim Park Lee. And then new MRT is MRT dot append Tim. Print new MRT. Based on our understanding, it should work. Append is the add team as a passenger. But if you print out the new MRT, it will display none. What happens? Actually, it exists somewhere, but it just say none. Didn't return anything to new MRT. We have to avoid this kind of coding style when dealing with lists. Just use something like that. MRT MRT plus team. Then print MRT. Now we add team. This MRT added team. Yes, MRT should have team, but this couldn't transfer to new variables, new MRTs. Hi, Proba, how can you use the append? You can use MRT dot append John, something like that. Print again, MRT. Now you have John. Please make sure that this kind of things doesn't work in the lists when you're dealing with lists. And we also remove MRT dot insert certain location who Andrew is the string. Print MRT. And Andrew is here. 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 index locations. I also remove MRT dot remove Andrew. Oh, sorry. Park. No more park anymore. Already alighted. This is the characteristic of lists. Lists are dynamic. Why? They are added, they are removed, and then they are sorted in terms of their order, in terms of the numbers, and then they also delete at all. That's why lists are mutable and dynamic. Hi, Prof. What is a tuple? This is also of ordered collection of objects, which is the tuple. Exactly same as the lists, but this is immutable. Once you define this, the tuple, it doesn't change for lifetime. And then the definition of it different. K menu. This is a Korean restaurant menus. We don't use. I use parentheses and kimchi, and K BBQ. This is the tuple. Why we use the tuple instead of lists? In terms of their characteristics, the program execution is much faster when you're dealing with the tuple instead of lists. And then accidentally, your data type can be changed and updated. So in order to protect such accidents, we used to use tuple instead of lists because tuple is an immutable data type. We can also pop out certain index. For example, zero. Sorry, put here zero. Zero should be kimchi, and one should be KBBQ, something like that. Always we can access this tuple with certain index similar to the lists. But only the different thing is the tuple is immutable data type. Dictionary. Dictionary, one of the most important and useful data structure in Pythons, and then cornerstone of Pythons. So what is the dictionary? They are data type having one pair data. One is the key, the other one is value. This one set of data is dictionary. For examples, car park. Car park 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You pull over your car, the parking lot number 1. I park my car, put my car slot number 2. What about your locker systems? Yesterday, I played golfing. When I registered, I got some key for locker. Locker number 69. This 69 allocated me. The 69, semicolon, Yongmin. This is the dictionary data type in Python. Jason, the record number 1. Muhammad, record number 100. This is the dictionary. Let's create the car. This one create curly brackets, curly braces, and then A is the Kim. B Parking lot is U, kind of Jason. This is data, this is the dictionary. New car is coming. And they assign new things for examples. So we can add up C parking lot, colon, lead. And then Jason is reading. So delete copy, only put the key number B. Print pop-up. You see, no more B parking lot. This one is key. The pairing the data is the value. So in this case, you can see print pop dot keys only. You can print values only. You see, key is A and C, value is only Kim and Lee. This is the dictionary. In terms of the practice, we have a lot of cases. So you don't really necessary to do a practice a lot on this data type. That's why this week we don't have any tutorial sessions. To make sure that we have 4 different types, the data set, list, tuple, dictionary, and set. They all have a different characteristics. That's all. The last data set is the sets. Perhaps you recall learning about sets, set theory at some points in your mathematical equations. Maybe you even remember the Venn diagram, right? Yes, this is the set. Summation, intersection. The characteristic is something like that. Set is the unordered, no order at all. Dictionary part, something like that. And then set elements are unique. Duplicate elements is not allowed. And then a set itself may be modified, but elements contained in the set must be of on immutable data types. This is the characteristic of the set. This one. I can create the set, something like that. My set, my first set equals to curly bracket and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the set. Secondly, you can define a set with some built-in set functions. Team for Python is kind of this, and then team the all Korean will be developed Python team. Team for Java is for Singapore team. Andrew and John, and then Jason. Close the square bracket, the define, which is the set. Then we create two sets. We have two ways to create the set data. So print team Python, print team Java. We also add another person into two teams. Team Python dot add Mitason, something like that, very world class soccer player, Java add son. And then print this again. Now we have, sorry, here. Not edit. Oh, son. The order is it doesn't matter. Order is always different. It is a set data characteristics. And then, like Venn diagrams, we need to figure out some intersection and differences. Oh, okay. I'll finish in 1 minute.
Yeah.